Welcome back, everybody. It's a good day. Welcome back to Madaraka Homes Limited. This is a good day. We are going to discuss more about land investments, the advantages of why you need to invest in land. It's something that we encourage people so much. There are various aspects when it comes to investments. There are those who choose to invest in the transport sector. There are those who choose to invest in the food industry, so forth and so on. But now, why do we encourage people to invest in land? The real reason why we encourage people to invest in land is the key advantages that come along with it. So you'll find that land is a sure bet. When you invest in land, is a form of leverage. You see, when for instance I have money, if I keep that money in the bank, for instance, 1,000,000 shillings, if I have that money in the bank and I say I want to invest in land, I choose, for example, a good property in Diani. We have a very good property in Diani going for 550,000, what we call the Furaha Gardens. So if I go and invest in that land, it's a form of leverage. It's a one-time investment, and I hope to see that once I've done that one-time investment, at some point when I go back and I check on the value of that land, I'll see the land appreciating, and that was now I combine with the advantage of an appreciating asset. Land is one of the few assets that you'll see that it will appreciate at some point. This time I've invested 550,000, but after some time, maybe I go back there after 1 year, I'll go and find out that that land maybe it's worth something like 1.5 or even 2 million. So it's one of the areas whereby you have a sure bet. Now, another advantage of why you need to invest in land. Land is one of the areas where you can beat the inflation hedge. You see, for instance, a shilling today is not a shilling tomorrow. So you find that those people who encourage to just put their money in the bank, you'll find that what value you had today in terms of commodity purchase is not what value you'll find tomorrow. So one of the areas where you can escape inflation is where you take that money and you invest in land. For instance, again, going back to what I've said, buying land at 550, you'll find that tomorrow, if inflation hits the market in terms of the GDP ratio of a nation, you'll find that one of the areas to escape, if you had invested in land, is actually investment in land. Because remember, as I've said, land is an appreciating asset. Another one good advantage of investment in land is one of the areas whereby you'll have to see minimal taxation or even none at all. Because once you buy land, one of maybe the only thing that you'll have to pay is the stamp duty. So you find that not at any point that the government will come and tell you that this land is deployed on something and there's a certain form of value addition that you can find that you buy land. For instance, even people who are practicing agriculture in Kenya, you find that these are some of the areas whereby tax exemption is there, or zero rating in terms of tax is there. So you'll find that in terms of tax, liability, land will actually make some of us to escape this area. Another good advantage with land is that it is one of the what I call areas whereby you can give as an inheritance. For instance, you can invest in the transport sector. Let's say, for example, in Kenya we call it the matatu sector. You buy one matatu today, but you see that one matatu, when it comes after 2 years, that in terms of depreciation, remember something like that asset, it is a depreciating asset. So you cannot delegate it to your next of kin as a means of inheritance. But you see now land, because now it's an appreciating asset, even if you've not done any value addition, you can say that now my children have this land, I bought it at 550,000, but today it is worth 2 million. You see, now you give an advantage to the next of kin. That is another advantage. So according to research of XPN, is a research firm, you find that the research on the highest resale value of land, in the sense that land appreciation at a higher pace that built up properties, is a major advantage of owning land. The resale value You find that that is what I've discussed. You see now, one of the reasons why you can buy land is what we call speculation. You can do land banking. When you buy land, you find that you can say, other than keeping this money just somewhere lying idle, let me invest in land. And at some point, when you have the resale, in terms of the resale, you find that it'll give you a good profit intake. Another good thing is that you can lease land. This is one thing I saw one time when I visited Narok. I went there, we were harvesting maize, and I saw what the communities were doing there. You find that people could lease land even to around 700 acres of land doing maize farming. So the people there, they lease land. They can tell you their land, which I could see going for 8,000, 10,000, 12,000 per year in terms of leasehold per acre. So when you buy land, you can do some leasing. Somebody can come, maybe somebody can lease in terms of putting up an agricultural project. Somebody can put up, even a petrol station in terms of leasing. Somebody can put up a facility. So that's an advantage of land. So you can have a lease agreement in terms of having land. Now, coming back to all of these, we have several products. Like now, I would like to emphasize on Rumuruti. We have very good land in Rumuruti. Rumuruti, we have a land that is touching the tarmac, of which is a very good strategy. As at a value of around 230,000 with a cash buy discount of 220,000. You can buy that land 50 by 100, and you can check on how you can lease the land. That's just some of the advantages I've said. There are those people who just want to lease land. They see strategically how they can measure the key performing indicators in those areas. Like now, we are emphasizing for people to invest in good things like petrol stations, hotel industry. Anything regarding hospitality can work very well in Rumuruti. Now, another very good place is somewhere like in Sagana. Sagana, we have very good land, a very key, just 700 meters from tarmac. And it's another place where you can lease and you can do a land speculation, or rather you can also have value addition. Another good place is in Kitengela. Kitengela, we have very good land going for as much as for just 499,000. We have a good the modern school for the KCA University. They are just near our projects there. So you can check strategically what value addition you can have at Kitengela. Another good place is in Malindi. Just recently, we had a site visit for Malindi, and people went there. They saw that people are doing very good farming. As I discussed initially, I said that Malindi is one of the areas that has virgin soils. And people could see the kind of onions that were coming up in Malindi. So you can buy land, you can do agriculture. That's another advantage. So you do agriculture, you can do onion farming, you can do watermelon farming. You can also lease if, in as much as you don't have the inputs to do farming. So you can lease to the locals, you can lease to somebody who can do farming. At the end of the day, you get something out of that. Another good place is Konza. We are just opposite the Konza main project for the flagship of the Vision 2030. So Konza project with as little as 950,000. I believe we are actually the cheapest for the Konza project. You get your 50 by 100 plot. So another good place is Mala. Mala right now, it's a very good strategic area, also in terms of agriculture. Also in terms of you can do a very good hotel in Mala. Syokimau, we have a very good neighbors. If you check our projects in Syokimau, it's a very prime land going for 4.7 million. We have a very good discount for those who are buying doing a cash buy for Syokimau. You can visit our offices at Highview Plaza. We are just along Kiambu Road, just opposite Rubis Tindigwa. You come to second floor. You come to room S15. We are waiting for you. We have our able management team. We have our MD, Mr. Kenneth Mugo, will take you further regarding all these projects. So come invest. I know that those people who are holding to their, to their financial resources, it's not good to put that money in the bank there, because strategically enough, when you invest in land, there's a good advantage. Just look at our projects: Sagana, Juja Farm, Konza, Nanyuki, Malindi, Sabaki, Rumuruti, Malas, Yokimau, Kitengela. Just check strategically. Diani, we have both garden plots and beach plots. Just check strategically why you need to invest in land. Right now, I was just having a discussion with my MD. You could be having maybe years to come, you'll have resources to build, but you not have land where to build. It's good you buy land right now, get ready, prepare yourself. At the right time when you get the resources, you can build, you can lease, or maybe you can do land banking. You never know. A coin today is not a coin tomorrow, and that one can be also invested in land. So check through our social platforms. You can see our various products when it comes to land projects. Just as I've said, come visit our offices. We'll take you further. We'll discuss further and why you have to invest with us. Madaraka Homes Limited is waiting for you. Come visit us. We are waiting for you. Karibuni sana Madaraka Homes Limited. That's for now. Have a blessed one and have a blessed day. Thank you.